I got a new truck. Just kidding. You got a new truck. This is Nick.
What's up,
been
guys?
a long time.
It's
been a minute. Nick is launching first because he's got way more stuff than I do. Nick and I, we decided that since we had today and tomorrow off, we're gonna do an overnighter, and not only an overnighter, but potentially hitting multiple lakes. So this is our first stop here. And according to the weather, it said a very nice 6 mile per hour winds. The lake is white capping, which I don't think that's 6 mile per hour. So regardless, we're here. So in this lake, it's a multi-species lake. I believe Fish and Game just also stocked this lake with trout. So we're expecting to catch trout as our number one, but we also brought a lot of other lures for like bass and crappie. So trout, bass, and crappie, those are my primary 3 targets, but we've got a whole arsenal for everything. So Nick just bought a new truck. So this is my first time actually seeing his truck. He bought it last summer, and then 2 weeks in, October? He bought it in October. 2 weeks after getting it, he hit a deer. And I'm like, bro, that's not how you treat a brand new truck. But luck, man. I know, that's just the luck, because he's been driving his Civic around, and for many years, he's never had any issues of hitting deer or whatnot. And then as soon as he got this, boom, hits a deer. So this is also an off-road, I believe. Yeah, off-road, 6-foot bed. Same exact truck as mine, but just in white color. So we're doing a kayak mission. So Nick has his kayak. I loaded up my kayak. So this is my first kayak trip of the year, which I'm super stoked. So as soon as Nick launches, we'll follow up right behind him. The problem with how I have mine rigged up is if I put the kayak in the back or the bed, then like the trunk, I can't put anything else. So all my gear, I fit it in the back or the passenger seat. I'm still debating on how I'm gonna do this, but I want to get a canopy soon so I can get rid of the tonneau cover. It's a rabbit hole of what canopy you want. Flush top, high top, pros and cons to so many things. So we'll work with what we have here and do this.
All good to go.
I'll be right behind you.
Ooh. 3 rods, nice.
3 rods, 1 for each species. Three rods for this kayak because this kayak has 2 rod holders. So 1 on that side and then 1 on this side. So I have 2 that can stick up from the kayak, and then I have my 3rd one in hand, which is why I try not to bring more than 3 on this kayak. Some people consider this a canoe more than it is a kayak, which they're not wrong, but I'm gonna classify as a kayak because I want to be part of the cool club. So this is my paddle or an oar, because unlike Nick, I don't have a foot pedal of any kind. So the only way I can maneuver with this canoe is by using a paddle or my oars. So I'm gonna have to row like that. Hopefully there's no holes. I have not checked this kayak for any punctures and whatnot. It's been a minute since I've used this, literally months. In fact, I can't even recall the last time I used this kayak. All right. So far so good, no holes, no water's leaking. Water's a little choppy. So the wind is blowing like this, so I don't know if we want to fight this current. Kind of want to get out of the wind.
Try to see if we can find. Get out of the wind.
I think that side might be a little bit more hidden.
Alright, let's go.
I'm just gonna work the shoreline.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kind of like this spot. Since the wind is blowing like this, I'm just gonna go and anchor up right here because I don't have actual anchors. So I'm gonna use the wind to just push me against the weed here and try to cover some water.
That's a nice old cubby hole.
This is what I gotta do because I can't pedal and rotate myself while I'm fishing.
For sure.
Oh, fish on right there. Oh, he came off. That looked like a good trout.
Go for a stuck one.
Yeah, I'm really getting tucked into these weeds.
For sure. On the shoreline, and then the wind just pushed us, and so we're just chilling on the shoreline. Kind of sucks, but plus I'm using a bait caster.
Oh my goodness. I am missing so many fish.
Turn up my weight.
This is what I need to do because it's so windy. I just need to sit here, but I got to make sure that my rods don't get taken in. We know there's trout in here. I've already got thumped 3 times. Second one, I saw him surface for a moment. Just want to break the ice on this lake. And then once we catch a fish, get some confidence, then we can start venturing and exploring more. I reposition like this so I'm casting with the wind so that I can actually cast farther. So this is my crappie box. Try to minimize the amount of tackle box I bring because most of the time you're hardly ever using everything you bring. But I've got my crappie box in here, but to minimize tackle space, I also threw in my Panther Martins in here. So all of these are my soft plastics. I've got some jig heads here for those crappie lures, and then off to the side over here I have extra spinners. This silver spinner that I've been using has not been producing, so I mean, it got hit a couple times, but it just does not seem like these fish are committing to it. I just feel like if there's as many fish in this lake as I think there are, I should be getting hit more than what I've been having happen with this color. So I'm gonna switch from a silver color over to a silver blade but yellow body, and we'll see if this color change helps yield in some more bites and more commitment. Make sure it's spinning, which it is spinning. Oh my goodness. That was like a 5-inch trout. Maybe that's why. Maybe these trout are so small, they're simply not big enough to take my lure. That was crazy. He torpedoed out of there because he tried to strike my lure. That was a small trout, like 5 inches, which may be the reason why all these thumps I've been having have led to no fish, because these fish are simply too small to take my lure. I felt him thumping on it like 5 feet in front of me, and then I slowed it down, and sure enough, here he came, just blazing through the water, nosing it or biting it, I don't know, but all I know is he did not get hooked. So tiny fish. These may fare better if I was, oh, there we go. Speaking of that, oh, he spit. Oh, they're not big, but all I'm saying is with how small these trout are, like maybe having a bobber out there with a piece of bait might have a higher chance, because they can actually like eat it and really get a good grip of the hook in their mouth. This is like, they're trying to, like, with a spinner like this, they're trying to bite it when it's moving, and they might not be that accurate, especially these little guys. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Get it, get it.
Stay on. Stay on. Don't jump.
For real. It's always a jump, huh?
Yeah, both of mine spit when they jumped. Tiny. Oh, come here. Oh no, I think I got him good. Wait, these trout are very active. Got him. Woo, we worked for that one right there in the water. That's a little chubby guy. Yeah, they're not very big in here. Try to wet our hands before we touch him. You always want to wet your hands if you're not keeping the trout, because dry hands will remove that protective coating on their body, which can kill them, because now they're prone to bacteria and stuff growing on them. Well, the yellow lure did it. We're keeping him in the water. Beautiful little specimen right there. All right, let him go. Oh, this way, buddy. Wrong way, your head's in the wrong way. There you go. Ah, broke the skunk. We're on the board. This guy's over here.
I'm broke.
You broke off?
No, I'm just broke right now.
He's broke. He's this is the whole setup, because the wind is pushing us. We're leaning up against all this brush, but the good thing is the wind seems to be dying off, which is good. But the trout that I caught might be on the bigger side of the trout that I've been seeing, because that's the first hookup I've had after like 6 misses, and the ones that I've been seeing earlier before I caught them were like fingerlings essentially. So it kind of gives me an idea of what I'm dealing with here. So like these trout, they're clearly not big, but we got one, so we're gonna see if we can't just keep figuring out this lake. The water up here is a lot colder because we're just higher up in altitude, so the fish up here might be like a stage or two behind than back where we come from, like the desert type stuff. So that might make fishing a little bit more challenging. But in terms of that, the trout fishing should be very good, because trout love cold water, and like the fish that I just caught, he was super active and fought very well for his size. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, man, they fight good.
I mean, you probably got a light rod set up too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah?
That's actually a good one.
Let's see it.
That's a really respectable trout. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. But yes, you are right. I'm using an ultralight setup. Oh.
Oh, dude, that's nice, dude. I can see it from here.
Woo! That's a keeper.
There you go.
That's a keeper. We knew there were some of these big ones around.
Dude, that's a toad.
It's a tank.
That's a freaking...
It's a good fish.
If I can see that from here, then that's a big fish.
Yeah, it's when he hit it, I was like, huh. Didn't think much of it, and then he started fighting. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. I guess we're doing a catch and cook after all.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't mind some fresh fish tacos.
He choked it too.
Choked it?
Like the whole thing is in his mouth.
Hey, that's how you know it's...
Oh my goodness. That's a
I don't have much fresh
beast. Wasn't expecting anything of that sort, but we got him. He's probably more like 15, 16. Oh, dude, I saw that you got a new camcorder here. There you go.
I do.
There you go. He's better.
Hey.
That's an eater.
That is an eater.
Yeah, he choked it too. He's bleeding. Beautiful fish. Nick has a stringer, so I'm gonna put this fish on the stringer, even though he's already like bleeding to death, but put him in the cold water here so that he doesn't spoil.
Nobody likes spoiled meat.
No, I want to keep this meat fresh. great fish. All right, don't be like Nick and just completely drop the stringer in the fish.
Nope, I'll try not to.
Fish on. Feels like another nice one. A lot of head shakes though. Fish on, Nick.
Fish on?
Looks like another nice one.
Oh, got one. I got one while trolling. Let's go.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah, I got one.
Doubled up. Another little fingerling. Mine's tiny. The normal size.
I think mine came off.
Oh. Nice.
Mine's tiny.
Nick's on the board. Mine's barely hooked. This is a perfect representation of a fry panner, but we're gonna let him go. We already have a good, beautiful rainbow trout, so we're not desperate for any additional meat. If we catch anything similar to the one that I caught and we kept over there on Nick's stringer, we will keep them. But these little fingerlings that I call, we're just out here to have fun. Make me my sandwich. This is a deli sandwich I picked up, but a lot of these deli sandwiches, they don't come with veggies, nor do they come with like any type of sauce. So went and picked up some lettuce and a whole jar of mayo, and that is how you elevate a $5 sub to the next level. Break this in half. Woo. Now I'm not gonna lie, these sandwiches, they're amazing, they're really good, but you can make it better by adding some lettuce, just like this. Just break some, open this, and when we're out here, we don't really care about cleanliness. My hands all full of fish slime and lake water, but I've ate with dirtier hands and I've been okay, so I'm gonna test my luck again. Get yourself a whole lettuce like that, and then on the bun, the top side bun, 2 strips of mayo. Just like that. And then slap them on. It doesn't look like much, but this hits, especially with the mayo.
When you're hungry, anything hits.
Mm-hmm. I have never seen that type of duck before. He looks so fluffy. Oh, hey, stop biting my line. Oh my goodness, he's taking my bobber line. Oh, never mind, he swam over it. He's waiting for me to give him a fish.
That duck's pretty chill, huh?
That duck is pretty chill. But we're just trying to cover some water. I mean, this part of the lake over here, it's getting some cover from the wind, so it's not as windy, but it's also really sunny out. So like, from my experience, this part right here should be the warmest part of the lake, which is where a lot of these bass and crappie should be catering towards. But it's just a theory, so like, I could be totally wrong. On top of that, I could be throwing the wrong thing. Oh, I'm getting hit. There's actually fish here. Oh, fish on.
Crappie?
It's a trout. Trout on a crappie jig.
There you go.
I was hoping it was a crappie, but we caught one.
Go for it. Start recording.
I knew I was getting bit. Just didn't know what they are, but I guess there's more trout over here. Ooh. Bad net job, bad net job. Oh, he popped off right in the net.
Nice.
Well, just another little, I mean, these are actually pretty decent size. If we wanted to catch 5, like these are the ones you want, but we'll let them go. Beautiful trout. That was fun. That was a little excitement from a drought. I literally thought it was a crappie. All I'm doing is I'm casting it out, and then I'm trying to keep my jig at a certain depth, and without a bobber you kind of have to slowly work it and reel at the same time. And I'm working and reeling it really slow, just kind of twitching it like this, just to give the jig some action. And then obviously if a fish wants it, you can feel the fish bite, because this rod, even though it's really long, this rod is an ultralight rod setup, so it's really nimble, and it's designed for small fish like panfish and trout this size. So I'm only using 4-pound test on my setup here, and I have a 1/16 ounce jig head with just a 2-inch Mr. Crappie chartreuse jig. And then I'm just kind of jigging it at a certain depth and hoping that we come across some schools of fish, and in this case a random trout. This is fishing. You got to figure it out. Today we have so much technology, you know, and I have nothing against it, but like, this is fishing. You just don't know what's gonna hit. It's always a pleasant surprise, and you really have to hone in on the right theories. You have to understand structure, water temperature, how fish behave, what time of season it is. Like, you're just having to hit all these theories, and I think there's a lot of merit to learning fishing this way. It's going to be slower fishing because you're fishing blind, so a lot of times you're covering water or fishing water where no fish are present at that moment, whereas with a fish finder you just blow right through it because the fish finder tells you there's no fish nearby. But I think with this stuff it's a lot funner because, again, not to knock technology, but when you catch a fish without it and you have to put in the time and effort, it's a little bit more rewarding. That's all I'm saying.
And Johnny then like telling me, I was like, dude, I'm gonna grind the heck out of this YouTube thing. I don't want to work no more.
Oh, fish on.
Let's go.
No, I hear ya. I'm spoiled to do this.
No, man, you lucky, dude.
I am lucky.
Hey, I mean, like I said.
Oh.
I'll let you do your thing.
No, man, you're good. Woo! Hell, he even unhooked himself for me.
All right, let me try to get one. So I can
Oh, this is a tiger trout.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you caught earlier?
I'm pretty sure mine was a tiger trout.
Yeah, this is not a rainbow.
Like, it doesn't have a rainbow.
No, this is a tiger trout.
Yeah, it has like spots on it and stuff, right?
Yep, it literally looks like a tiger. That right there, that is a tiger trout. So you can see the spots are not like a rainbow trout where the rainbow trout has a red band in the middle of the body, the side. This one, I mean, if it would stop moving, it just has more of like these leopard, literal tiger stripes to it. And this one's pretty subtle, but that is a tiger trout, which is not a rainbow trout. We're gonna release him. Swim out. Oh my goodness, this trout wants to go with me.
Is he gonna be an eater?
He was about to.
Oh.
Time for you to get a video going.
Oh, dude. This is gonna be a camping video for me.
Camping video is better than no video.
Camping video, a video is better than no video, exactly.
There we go.
That third time's a charm.
He came up and swiped it, and then like I could feel the slack, and I was waiting for him to come back, and he did.
Oh no!
Oh, he came off. Quick release. Oh, you got one too? Oh, we must have came across the school. That was
school right now.
That was mine looked like a tiger.
We're on a school right now, that's for sure.
That's awesome. Oh, that looks like a good one.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's on the bigger end of the spectrum. We just rolled past oh, fish on.
Dude,
we definitely rolled past.
Under a school right now.
We gotta go shore up. Oh my goodness, this thing's fighting.
Oh, dude.
Oh, we came across the school.
Are you using a snap signal?
No, I'm not.
Dude.
Why?
My line's twisting up, bro.
Really?
From my
Oh,
opinion.
oh, that's probably because you trolled earlier. Trolling will really mess up your line.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. We got ourselves a rainbow trout. These are not big, but they're fun.
Oh, dude, I think this one's a brook trout.
Really?
Yeah, he's got black spots, kind of brownish. Let's show her up.
Let this guy go. All right, go out the other way. There he goes. I love the fact that the water is essentially flat.
Yeah, it's definitely got a lot calmer.
Come on, just like a 20-inch trout.
Ooh.
That thing is tiny. Yep, there's a lot of trout around here, that's for sure, but I will take a trout over no trout.
A fish over no fish.
Oh, that's right. Another little rainbow. All right. There we go. Just another beautiful rainbow trout. Oh, he's kind of dazed. There you go. The launch is right here. We're gonna give it another 30 minutes or so. Trying to catch our last fish, the kicker fish. Back to where I first caught the trout, to see if there are more back in here that have yet to be educated. And then after this, depending on how long these fish take to cooperate, go find our camp for the night and call it a day. It's been a good day. I'm getting so... Oh, he came back for it. There we go.
Right at the boat, huh?
Right at the boat. Woo! There's my kicker fish. That's the tournament winner right there.
Yup.
And he's probably the smallest one of the day. Oh, don't hook yourself, buddy. Woo! Trout fishing has my heart. I love trout fishing, even when they're a little bit tiny like this. Beautiful kicker rainbow trout. All right, let him swim out of the net here. He keeps swimming down into it. There we go. Now that's a good day on the lake. We've only fished for a few hours and that's awesome. So try to wait for Nick to get his kicker fish and off to camping we go. We're getting hungry. Caught fish on a variety of lures today, but that's why I ended my day on right there. That's a gold panther martin. It looks almost like a bullet. And then on the blade, it has some red claw stripes and black dots on it. So gotta love trout fishing with an ultralight setup. This is like a 5-foot rod, 4-pound mono, 500 size reel, ultralight rod. So it's really nimble. On the kayak. Love kayak fishing.
I'm sitting here saying, oh, I want to catch one more because I've been kind of skunking for the last hour or so, but there you go. Got a little guy. See, look at, he's got different colors on him, you see that?
Oh, that's a brown.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're like catching all the different species today.
I caught a tiger, I caught a brown,
You caught a rainbow.
I caught a rainbow, I was like...
You might have even caught a brook trout, I don't know.
Yeah, the other brook, the brook looked like this.
Oh, so it's probably a brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brown trout.
Okay, so that must mean there's got to be some big browns in here, right?
But theoretically, yes.
Got that right there.
Yep, that's a brown.
All right, buddy. Thanks for breaking out the last hour of the skunk. All together, though. No skunk overall.
No skunk overall.
It's nice to get that.
That was a good day.
It's nice to get that last fish in.
Yeah, you always got to get that kicker fish. Now we need to get out because we're going to hit the shore.
Yes, sir.
Well, we rolled up to the mountain top. This is our scenery. Drove up to the mountains. This is where we're gonna call camp. Plenty of room for the trucks and 2 of us. And we're gonna make this our campsite. So it's a little bit breezy, but I think we can manage this breeze right now considering what we dealt with all day. I mean, way in the back over there, you can still see snow-capped mountains.
Man, there's a lot of snow out there still, dude.
Beautiful, beautiful country. For all we know, we can be glassing up sheds. So we're gonna make this our camp for the night. We're excited to be here. The only problem is there's not a lot of wood, so all the wood are across over there, so we might have to go do a wood run, but we're here to camp. It's gonna be a fun time.
Oh yeah. Plenty of wood, huh? Plenty of wood.
Just enough. As per usual, when I'm with Nick, he also preps just as much as I do, so we're 50-50-ing it. We are gonna go 50-50 on dinner. So he's gonna make his own stuff, I'm gonna make my own stuff. And he's in charge of the carbs, so I'm gonna stick to the proteins and other stuff. So we're gonna make, whenever I'm out here, I go simple, because when you're at home, you have the luxury of your kitchen and all your utensils are right then and there, but every time you gotta pack the truck, you start learning how to be more efficient and surviving on less. You don't need all the fancy ingredients at home. You can survive on basic stuff. So I'm gonna make a very watered down version of elk stir fry. So I got some elk meat in here. This is a lot of meat. This is elk meat from the bull elk that my uncle killed back in 2024, his quality elk. And we're gonna make some stir fry out of that. And then Nick's got the other stuff. This is a chunk off the hindquarter of an elk. And this is a chunk. This isn't even close to the whole hindquarter. So in case you're wondering how big an elk is, they're big. In fact, it's so big, I'm a little nervous that I brought too much meat for us. We are going to fillet this fish. I don't have a fillet knife. I always forget that. So we're using my Montana Knife Company knife. Right behind the gill plate like that until you hit the spine. Take the tip of your knife and you're gonna follow it up. This knife needs some sharpening. I've kind of abused this knife so far. But we'll make it go up nice and easy. Just following its spine, you can feel it on the tip of your blade. And then once you get past over here, the rib cage ends and then it's all meat. Now, if you had a long knife, a long blade, it will pop out, but this knife is not meant to fillet fish, so I'm kind of dealing with the knife not being long enough. And then simply go all the way through, and then now I can take the knife and I simply peel this fillet off of the actual carcass itself. And you're gonna break through the Y bones or the pin bones, whatever they're called. And once you go over the rib cage, you won't puncture any guts. So that's the reason why you go over the rib cage. Now there is a strip of bones right here, but those are not the same as the rib cage bones. But once you get to the belly, before you get to the fin, There you go. There's one fillet. That's a beautiful chunk of fillet. And then we just got to flip the fish around and do it to the other side. Two beautiful pink fillets. Simple stuff. So on the back, the skin side, I went and scored it, made some slits so that when I put the skin side down, the meat doesn't curl. That way it cooks evenly. So we're doing simple because this is what's in my Yeti Go box. Johnny seasoning, black pepper. Johnny seasoning is a goated seasoning. So we're gonna season this. And I don't season the skin side because the skin side doesn't hold on to the seasonings very well. So I simply over season the meat side, basically put 2 amounts of seasoning on the skin or the meat side. And then just some black pepper. And then we both get 1 fillet each. You're doing yours.
Just
chores.
emptying the water. I just got hard-boiled eggs right now. These are fresh chicken eggs from
Nick
my parents.
is making potato salad from scratch.
Well, I don't know why that's crazy to Samong, but it's
just a lot of work when you can just go buy instant mashed potatoes like what I have in the Yeti Go box.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you're not wrong, but I am making it.
You prefer your own. Anyway, with our Toyotas, we have a little outlet right here. And you just got to turn on your truck. And Nick brought a rice cooker and he made fresh rice. That's right. Steaming up the camera lens. That's how fresh it is. Eating fresh rice.
Hell yeah, dude. Fresh rice, dude.
Fresh rice, and he's got lime and green onion. He's got everything, and then he just got done doing some boiled potatoes because obviously you need that for mashed potatoes. I'm waiting for Nick because this is going to cook fast. So the trout fillets are going to go into this square pan, and then in this mini wok, if you will, that's where I'm going to make my stir fry. So I've got the elk meat there, and then in this I've got the onions and bell peppers, and that's it. And then while we're doing that, this is our background. Normally for this, I like to use some kind of seasoning. So I usually do a blend between a sriracha and hoisin sauce, 50-50, or I use oyster sauce, some type of Asian sauce, but since I'm out here and I don't have access to that, we're gonna go straight up seasoning. So Johnny seasoning and black pepper. We got saved by the hero himself. Some soy sauce. Just a little bit of tom yum.
That stir fry look good.
It's pretty good.
It looks good.
Beautiful sunset in the background. Dinner is served. Fresh white rice out of a rice cooker. Nick's homemade, truck made mashed potatoes and eggs. I've got my stir fry all ready to go. Just waiting on the 2 fillets, which they are coming up very nicely. And then if we want to, I also have a salad over there. But tailgate cooking at its finest. This is one of my favorite parts, if not my favorite part of camping trips. It's not really the fishing. I enjoy fishing, I enjoy hunting, but it's really when you get to come back to camp and just relax. We're gonna start a fire right here, finish cooking, eat with the fire, enjoy our time together in God's beautiful creation over here, man. This is awesome.
Big old one right there. Hell yeah. Grab all these little ones, throw it in there, so you don't tip over them. Let's go. Oh,
This guy hasn't ate anything all day.
all day since 7 o'clock in the morning.
Woo!
7 o'clock in the morning. Dude, this fillet looks delicious, dude.
And
Oh, it just comes right. Oh,
yep. You're gonna need all that space, so folding it in half is gonna be a good thing.
Yeah. So a little bit right there, because we still got more stuff right here.
Fresh mountain rice.
Fresh mountain rice. And then a little bit of potato salad. Oh my goodness. This is so much food.
We got second, thirds, fourths, and fifths.
That's it right there.
You're forgetting this.
Oh yeah. What am I thinking? What am I thinking?
It's not Nick without sriracha.
What am I thinking? I'm a little off today, guys. I'm off today. Boom. Did you see that? Let's go. Samong's with the fish and the stir fry, and then the rice and the potato salad. Dude, I'm
Teamwork.
stoked. I'm gonna chow down.
Go
I don't know
ahead.
about you, but I'm gonna chow down.
Sounds good. I'm right behind you. Some rice. Yeah, man, you can't beat straight up pan fried fish. At least not in my books. Last sriracha right over the stir fry. My rice is covering my dish, but stir fried elk, sriracha on top, pan fried trout fillet, fresh white rice, homemade potato salad. That's a mountain meal. Your potato salad? Dang.
I hope it's good, bro. I hope it's good.
That's way better than the macaroni salad I bought from the store.
I hope you told the truth.
No,
bro.
that's either it's not good and I'm just really hungry, or it's good.
You're hungry, dude.
Nah, it's good. Folks, I think Nick and we just outdid ourselves. This may be the best meal that we have ever cooked together.
You think so?
Name a better one.
I don't know. I really like that Alfredo when it wasn't hard.
Oh, last year?
Yeah.
But that was one. This is like a whole meal. We're running low on light, but we're not even joking when we're saying that this meal is completely good. My camera's focusing on my face, but we just simply outdid ourselves. Like mashed potatoes, tonight I'm sleeping in my passenger seat, and then Nick is sleeping in his driver's seat, making this trip easy. Had a great time eating dinner and just, catching up. Haven't seen Nick in a minute, so it's always nice to catch up with old friends. So we're gonna crash. I appreciate you guys tuning in on this adventure. We're not done yet. Day 2 tomorrow, we're gonna hit a different lake and see if we just can't continue the streak of catching fish. Till then, have a good one.